creek running downstream this way, and we got a trail coming upstream and going to the top of that ridge. Alright, so I see tracks coming from back over here in this thick brush right here, and it's coming straight behind these rocks. I'm going to set my trap right on the side of the trail on a flat spot, so it's not in the middle of their trail, but it's to the side. What I'm going to use for bait is marshmallows and peanut butter, and I'll go ahead and set that. This up. Trigger on. I'm just using some. Alright, so now I got my marshmallows in a can. Now I'm going to use peanut butter. I'm just going to set that there. I'm going to put it on there. It'll come off. Get another scoop of it. Alright. Alright, so now I got that. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to break another piece of it, get a small scoop of peanut butter and just rub it on in there. I'm just going to throw it out there so I can get that scent going. And so I got bait. I'm going to reach my hand in there and be careful because the trap is set. Oh, see if I can reach my hand back in there. Alright. So now I got a little trouble here. Alright. I got that. And now put the trigger back up. Alright, so now I got my bait back in there. Not at the fence where it can reach through the fence and grab it, but next to the trigger so I don't step on it. Now I just got marshmallows and stone them, make a trail. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it in front of the trigger and behind the trigger and on the trigger. So it has to work for it. Has to work for that treat. I'm going to reach my hand back in there. That'll go on the trigger. I think it doesn't set off on me. So as you can see, we made a couple of tracks, and afterwards we're going to sieve some sand back on to that so the coons don't even know that we were here. So I'm going to use this little last bit of it. And just kind of go in right here. Perfect. See if I can make one in that cup. Alright. Oh, that hits your face. Oh well. Eat it anyway. Alright. So that's how I do that. We got marshmallows, peanut butter, and this coon's going to come from down there, smell that, take a couple eats of that, and he's going to say, oh, I want that peanut butter now. And he's going to go in there, set that trap off, and we'll have a coon. Alright. Well, I'm about to go set a foothold, and I'll show a video on that coming up as after this video goes off. So let's get to it. Alright, so we got this set up. You just flip these pins back right here and then flip the dog over. We got it on this creek bank. We got coon and coyote tracks coming through. and we're going to make a dirt hole set. And these coons and coyotes will come up, smell that bait in the hole that we're about to dig, and they'll work around it and then step on the pin. So I'm going to do very carefully to make that pin as flat as possible without setting it off. Alright, so
see how flat that is? I mean, you want it as close as you can, as even with these. So now what we're doing is we're making that dirt hole right there. And then we have our trap right there. You always want the dog facing it. And you want to make sure your jaws right here are pressed down to where, say if they step on it, it doesn't move. Say if they like step on one side, see how that trap isn't moving? Or step on this side, it doesn't move. So you want to pack it in. And so our bait is this bird right here for the coon or coyote. And the coyote will basically eat anything. So we're going to put this bird out here. And raccoons are omnivores. They will eat meat, birdseed, basically anything you want.
alright, so we take little chunks of it. You just want to throw it down there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take all these feathers off and cut some of the meat off and then slide it down there in little chunks. And we'll slide in there and then put some of the feathers out here so that I get that attraction coming in. And hopefully we'll have something in a day or two. Alright, so we got feathers poured out all over the place for attraction. So these coyotes and coons will see that and they'll be like, oh, I want this. So right here where this green leaf is where the trap is. So I'm going to take a stick.
See, there's the pan right there. Just cover it back up.
I'm going to take a stick, see all this meat, and just jam it down in there. Now this is plenty stinky, so they'll be able to smell it pretty good.
And then once you jam it in down there, you can kind of play with the hole and just like make it where like they can have an easy access hole right there. And then you want to take your surroundings, say like these leaves and stuff, just want to take them and put it over the top so they have to, it makes it more, they have to work harder for it. So now that
Alright, so now I got a little bit of that blood on there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just set it to the side. They won't know that I put that there, but they're going to know that it has something on it. Alright, so we're going to cover up this pan so they don't smell it or see it. And we'll get back with you and after our finished product, and we'll go check a camera, see what I got on there. Stay tuned.